talk about what's good about Fresno and the Valley. Our next guest is Rosa Kaiser. Help me with the name of the credit union again.
Self-Help Federal Credit Union.
And it's for everyone.
It's for everyone. We really do try to help the low-income individuals, the underserved community, but we are for everyone. We have great CD rates. The CD rates kind of help us with our mission to serve the underserved folks in Fresno. We just opened a branch on Fresno and Kings Canyon. We're at 5150 East Kings Canyon Road. We are on Peach in Kings Canyon. We do a lot of first-time home purchases, first-time car buyers. We have great rates on CDs. We help folks with I-10s finance homes. Now, I heard there was a little bit of difficulty getting a hold of us. We were on the show before, but we have it straightened out. We were, for some reason, not on 411. If you called 411, you couldn't get a hold of us. So please, if you did try us before, try us again.
Trying.
Give us another opportunity. But we do a lot of first-time home purchases for folks with Social Securities and I-10s.
So if you're on Social Security, that's good income. It's the steadiest income there is.
Exactly. So we can help those folks. We can help with personal loans if up to $10,000 if they need a car loan. We refinance cars like crazy. You would be surprised, Mike, the rates I see out there. I had a couple come in last week. Their rate on their car loan was 29%.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of people end up with the 29s, and I've seen 39%.
Wow.
We refinanced them down to 6%, and it was such a blessing. They were
Can you
saving
imagine the difference?
$180 just in interest payments alone monthly. So for these folks, it made a huge difference where they could free up some money to go towards groceries or something else that's important to them.
Now, who can open an account there?
Anybody. You just have to be live in Fresno County, basically. But if you live outside of Fresno, we can still help you. We have other branches, but as EECU is for teachers and other credit unions or for county employees, we are for anybody that lives in our county, and we really do try to help. We have credit builder programs. If you just filed bankruptcy and your bankruptcy was discharged, I have a credit builder program that can start the next month after you file bankruptcy.
Wow.
So it's amazing products that we have that no one else has. We also have citizenship loans, DACA loans, a lot of credit building programs, and our mission is to help the underserved. So any business that you do with us, just know it's going to go back into the community to help others.
So if you're paying interest on your loan, that's going to help the next guy.
Exactly. So a lot of people think, well, they're just for the underserved, they're just for the low income, and I don't fit that bracket. That's okay. We have great CD rates that pay 1.30 on an 18-month, 1.05 on our 12-month. So we get some money coming in from these folks that want to help us continue to serve the underserved. So it kind of keeps the economy going, and it keeps us just going ahead with our mission to help.
Now, what does it take to open an account? How much money?
$5.
$5.
$5 will cash all your checks. You're a member of ours. I'm a notary. I'm free to my members. So just let us know whatever we can help you with. A lot of people are scared about their credit. Credit is one of these things that it's good to have great credit, but when you don't know what your credit looks like, you're a little scared to apply. We let all that go out the door. Just please come in, apply. Let us see how we can build your credit, get your credit score on up. That's what I love to do, is just help people make their dreams come true with their home purchase, car purchase, and establish their credit.
This is what I'm going to do. I write checks for my workers from my bank. It's the worst bank in the world. I won't say the name. Everybody watching knows, but it's so close to me here. So my workers go to the bank to cash their work check, and they go, "Oh, you don't have an account here." They charge them. I'm going to give my workers $5 and
Yes.
say, go to Self-Help Credit Union, open an account, and they'll cash your check.
Exactly.
For free, right?
For free. Just the one-time $5, you're our member. You're our boss, basically. So that one-time $5, like you said, they can cash all of their checks every Friday. Any other check, it doesn't even have to be a payroll check. So what we try to do, our mission is to keep these people away from the payday lenders, the cash calls, and all of those types of high rate, and they do charge per check to them. Sometimes 10%, sometimes it's some fee like $10. Well, I need my entire check. I don't know about you, I need the whole thing. Every penny is already accounted for.
So sometimes grandma mails you a check. Now it's a two-party check. Nobody wants to cash those.
We will cash those, yeah. As long as you're our member, no problem cashing those.
Now, there's a thing about establishing credit. Is that you put so much in the bank each month, or you put in $300?
Yeah, this is the coolest thing. Now, we have the share secured accounts, which AECU and others have, but we also have a special product. It is a loan that works in reverse. So what I do, Mike, let's say you had no credit and you're coming to me, or your 18-year-old kid, they sign up with the $5 membership, and then what they do, it's called a Fresh Start loan. It builds credit. So we put $500 into your account for you. We forward the money in there. You're making the payments of $41 every month. And then once you hit that $500, we release that money to you. So it's a savings that works in reverse. But in the meantime, we're reporting it to the credit bureau. There's no other product like that around at any other bank.
Is it kind of like we're borrowing $500, you're holding it
We're
for us,
holding it.
we pay off the loan, but it builds the credit.
It
month by
builds the
month.
credit,
Wow.
and it does two things. One is normally to establish credit, you need to go into debt. So I'm not putting you into debt. I'm establishing a savings account for you, and it'll work up to your benefit. And at the end, you get that money is all yours to spend as you wish. We have a lot of people like to do these from December to December, and we do it $500 or
Christmas
$1,000.
time, you have $500.
And you haven't even thought about it.
Get
If
a little
it's-
credit card or something.
You can have a card, yeah, absolutely. We have ATM cards, and our ATM cards now can be used at any credit union. Citibank now is part of our ATM card system, so you can use any Citibank out there with our ATM card.
My son's in college in New York. Could I open an account here and he gets an ATM card? And then I can
Absolutely.
just go deposit money when...
And you can even call us and we can tell you what's closest to him, what's within half a mile for him, what's the ATM. We have a little search that we can do. So we've had people just go out of town to another state and they're in Virginia or wherever, and they call us saying, I don't know where to go that I can use the ATM card, and we let them know. We can map it for them.
Now, you do home loans too.
We absolutely do home loans, and we do first-time home buyers. If you're a first-time home buyer, we are the best place to go to. People with regular Social Securities or people that have an I-10, we can help them. Most other banks don't help people with I-10s, but we can help them.
Okay.
And seasonal employees, sometimes they're tough to finance because they may work with 3 or 4 factories or different laborers, but we can help them with them.
It's Self-Help Credit Union. Now, is there a website or something?
There is a website. Just look up www.selfhelpfederalcreditunion.com. We also have, I think on the screen there may be our 877 number. And if you have a hard time getting a hold of me at that number, the direct number for me is a 559-475-7080. And that goes to my desk directly.
Wow. This is a president? What's your
I'm the branch manager.
branch manager? Okay.
Maybe one day,
Bank
but right now I'm the branch
But
manager.
I think you brought a video. Is that right? We can
I
watch?
did. I love this video because it gives you an overall view of what we do nationwide, and this is our founder, Martin Eakes, in this video.
Let's take a look.
My experience has been that a loan to a poor person, a working person, is the best possible risk you can ever take. And all of the last 30 years have simply confirmed that for me. So we are just now entering into the Walltown neighborhood. If you have a family that becomes an owner of a home, they become involved in the church and in the school that's local because they have a little piece of the earth that they can claim for their family.
I always say I got the prettiest house in Walltown. Self-help helped me buy my first home 15 years ago. I do have the experience of saying I own my house. And to me, that's a good feeling.
Walltown Children's Theater received its first loan from Self-Help. This was a community that had a problem with gang violence, drugs, children that were disconnected. And when Self-Help came in and began to create homes that were affordable and a more safe environment, it changed the face of this community.
The city of Greensboro, where I grew up, I saw firsthand what the lack of resources in families and in communities could do to real people. In the early 1980s, North Carolina's economy looked like the Rust Belt. Whole communities were left unemployed. Self-Help's initial projects were working with those communities to start small businesses, and because we had been committed to cooperatives, we started a self-help credit union. So that enabled us to grow very rapidly, literally from a $77 bake sale to roughly $2 billion in assets. starting in September of 2008, we joined together with 8 other credit unions, most of whom served immigrants and Latino families in California. Our goal was to try to put capital and talent together so that families would have the opportunity to do what we call taking the civil rights movement into the economic arena.
The housing market report card is ugly.
You know, I've been watching 45,000 people lose their home and go into foreclosure every week. We don't have any time to spare.
With subprime mortgage lenders and payday lenders, we didn't have a choice but to become very involved in advocacy work.
Some Americans are turning to payday loans.
So that led us to put together this coalition to stop predatory mortgage lending in the state of North Carolina. We basically were engaged in what became a hard-fought national battle. The North Carolina anti-predatory lending law set a marker that then was replicated in about 30 additional states across the country. Lending has been used as a means of freedom. It's also been used as a means of social control. If you believe in economic opportunity for all people, you just don't have a choice. You have to step up and take a stand and fight.
Okay, self-help credit union. Now, excuse the expression, but this is for poor people, rich people too, but
Rich people too, yeah, they
If you're-
keep us going. They
if you're poor,
help
I hate to use the
support.
word poor, underserved.
Underserved, underbanked.
Underpaid.
Underpaid, and you know that's a lot of people. Some of us are paycheck to paycheck. You know,
It's your mission to serve those people.
exactly.
And you might be surprised if you go in there how far they'll go for you.
Absolutely, we really try to go that extra mile, and we do the little bit of credit advice part. If we can't help you immediately, I let you know what you need to do to get there. Maybe in 6 months. If we can't help you with your home now or car purchase, we tell you what the steps are to get there. It's all about making people's dreams come true, and financial freedom is the best kind of freedom there is, because it's nice to be able to call the shots and have the beautiful car and the beautiful house, or take a dream vacation, or take your family to Disneyland if that's what you choose. And credit gets you there. So we're there to help you. I love that video of Martin Eakes. I really admire him, and I look up to him and his mission to help, and that's all we do. We really do go out of our way to help everybody.
Now, say you have a kid in high school, 14, 15, they may be heading to college in just a couple of years. Can they get an account now?
They can with the parent on there.
parent.
Yeah, we definitely can do that, and they can have an ATM card that they can use if they're in another state. Like I said, we can tell you what's the closest ATM machine to go to, but we do have a lot of credit builders too. Once they turn 18, then they can kind of be on their own. But definitely we can build accounts for
It'd be
them.
nice to start learning now.
Exactly.
Right, so it's self-help credit union, Kings Canyon and Peach.
Peach. We're on the
Okay.
corner of Kings Canyon and Peach across from Sunnyside High School.
Oh, good, good. And anybody could just walk in there and say, I'd
Just
like to
walk
open
on
an
in,
account.
come and see us. You don't have to make an appointment to open a membership account. Call me if you're interested in a loan, but you don't feel like going down there, or you just got done with work and you want to relax on your couch. Call. My direct number is 559-475-7080, or if you call the 877 number that might be on the screen, then ask for the Fresno office and you'll get me.
Get right to the branch manager. So, and by the way, if you want to buy a car, self-help. If you want to buy a house, go to self-help.
Self-help.
If you are not a citizen, you think, well, they'll never lend to a non-citizen, go to self-help
We
credit
definitely
union.
can help you. We love to help people build their credit, and actually our customers pay great. This is the thing that Martin Eakes talks about in the video. When you give a loan to a poor person, it's the best kind of thing that you can do, because they actually pay great once you give them that opportunity.
Well, there's the idea that, and I know they're saying, wrap up. I love to talk about this. There's people out there that are renting,
Oh, yeah.
way overpaying for rent. And if they could buy, they could cut their housing costs.
Right
way
now,
down.
as you know, in real estate is a good time to buy. It's a great time to buy because right now home prices are at a low. I have a feeling in the next 2 years are going to creep up, so buy a house right now. I've seen house payments come in at $680 to $780 a month, because I see the payments that are coming in for the folks we've already helped. Most of you are probably paying $1,200 in rent.
By the way, rent goes up, house payments don't.
Don't,
All
right.
Self-help credit, you can give the number one more time.
My direct number, 559-475-7080, or call the 877 number that's on the screen and ask for the Fresno office. And Mike, thank you for having us.
We'll be back with more Central Valley business right after this.